Okay everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video today about learning a couple of the intricacies of attacking some near max defense Town Hall 9s without having a king. So we're going to watch this replay. You'll look at this and you'll see most of these defenses are max level for Town Hall 9. The king and queen are obviously not max level, but they're close to my level. I have a 15 queen and no king right now. And this is going to be a queen walk into a go-ho, or into a hog attack. So let's go ahead and walk into it. I'll show a little bit of the intricacies here that I used. First step here is I wanted to get this clan castle pulled. So what I did is I sent in one giant and one hog behind it. That clears out this cannon, and then both of these move over toward this air sweeper, and that'll end up pulling the clan castle troops. So with these clan castle troops pulled, I then end up deploying my queen over here and I start the walk. I want to go through this pretty slowly, so this is where the queen walk is. My intention was to get her inside this compartment to take out the enemy queen, as well as take out this expo and kind of try to get in there. So one thing I want to point out is how I dealt with this CC. So the first thing I did is drop the poison as you would normally do, but knowing that there are two wizards behind this dragon, I ended up deploying a wizard of my own in order to distract the wizards over here for a moment, and also was able to splash damage one of them down, which allowed the queen to fight only the dragon and an archer by herself, and was able to survive. So I then ended up deploying a little cleanup down here. And one thing I want to point out is this wizard helped her funnel into here, and I want to point out how I did not wait for the queen to enter the radius of this cannon, and therefore I kind of messed this up a little bit and was not able to break into this wall section. So that was one mistake during this. But you'll notice she was just outside the cannon range, so always try to pay attention to that sort of thing. And preemptively dropped the rage, knew it wasn't going to be enough, so I had to pop the ability as well, but I think the rage placement here allowed her to stay inside of it and the healers to stay inside of it for quite some time. So now what I want to pay attention to is up top here. Here's one thing a lot of people don't really notice. If you're attacking into wizard towers, they're going to do splash damage, obviously, so I deployed 2 hogs on each of these so that the wizard towers would target these hogs, and that allowed me to send in 2 groups more to deal with each of these wizard towers. I mean archer towers, my apologies. And this allowed everything for this group to combine over to here. Knowing that there were giant bombs here, I preemptively placed a heal spell, and this allowed all these hogs to stay at full health, basically, as they carried through here. I then, while this was going on, deployed 2 groups of hogs over here, placed a heal spell so these would be buried pretty easily, and placed a poison spell to deal with all of these skeletons. So you'll notice these skeletons are starting to take damage right now, and they end up disappearing pretty quickly. The queen ended up dying over here, but that's not a giant deal, and used another heal spell where I knew where 2 more giant bombs were. So hopefully that kind of goes over a couple moderately unique things that people can kind of learn from, especially using a wizard to deal with part of the CC over here. And the rest of this is just going to be cleanup. So I'll just kind of fast forward through that. One thing I did also want to point out is how the king allowed all these hogs to spread. A lot of times if the king's buried in the center, I'll try to keep it alive to help with cleanup. Actually, even though he'll take out a hog or 2, it'll actually save you time in the long run. And yeah, so that's how you 3-star a Town Hall 9, having a king down in one instance. Hope that video was helpful for people, and I might start posting a couple more videos later. Take it easy, guys. Have a nice one.